Welcome to Tunga online classes. Dear students, in previous class we have discussed about some concept of the tissues, meristematic tissues, permanent tissue, types of permanent tissue. There are two types of permanent tissue. One is the simple permanent tissue, another one is a complex permanent tissue. And the simple permanent tissue further divided into three types. One is the parenchyma, parenchyma and sclerenchyma. All these concepts are completed in the previous classes. Okay. The first one is the meristematic tissue. This meristematic tissue, it undergoes the differentiation. It forms a permanent tissue. Permanent tissue. The permanent tissue, it means it get a permanent shape, size and the function. Then the permanent tissues further divided into two types. One is the simple permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue, and another one is a complex permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue. Again, the simple permanent tissue is divided into three types. One is the parenchyma, another one is the parenchyma, and third one is the sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. In previous class, what did we learn? The meristematic definition of the permanent tissue, definition of the simple permanent tissue, and also the parenchyma, and also draw a neat diagram of the parenchyma and the characteristic of the parenchyma. All these things completed in the previous class. Today we have switched to the next aspect or next concept is the parenchyma. Okay, now we have started the next concept of parenchyma. Parenchyma. It is also a living mechanical tissue. It's called as a living mechanical tissue. Living mechanical tissue. Here in this tissue, the cells are living. So it is called as a living mechanical tissue. Living mechanical tissue. It provides a support to the plant parts. Okay. Now we know the diagram. It's a polygonal in shape or hexagonal in shape. This is the diagram of parenchyma. At the corners, some thick like structures. at every corner a thick line structure. The wall of the parenchyma, every corner is a thickening, it's a thicker because of the some material is deposited. It's irregular thickening. Not regular, it's irregular thickening occurs at the corner. Okay, this is the transverse section, and next one is the longitudinal section. When we see the longitudinal section, the longitudinal section of parenchyma. At the corner, it's a thicker wall. And it is also a little intercellular spaces. Okay, this is also having nucleus. This is the nucleus. And dot-like structure, this is called the chloroplast. This dotted-like structure, it is called as a cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm. This is the vacuole. This is the vacuole. Nucleus. This is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. This is the chloroplast. Thickened at the wall, thickened or thickened at the corners. Thickened at corners. At corners, and also it has a little intercellular spaces. It is also having a little intercellular spaces. Okay, this is the longitudinal section of the parenchyma. Longitudinal section. This is the transverse section. This is the diagram of parenchyma. The flexibility of the plants is due to the presence of the another perfect tissue. This is called as a parenchyma. This parenchyma allows easy to bending of various parts of the plant body without breaking. This parenchyma, it allows easy to bending. Some parts of the plant it's bending between in the leaves as well as some primary stems. It's a bending because of the presence of the parenchyma, and also it provides the support to the plants. So it is called as a mechanical support. It is here the parenchyma tissues, the cells are living, so it is called as a living mechanical tissues, and also it provides the supports to the plant. And in these cells, in this tissue, the cells are living, elongated and thickened at the corners. The cells of this tissue, it's a living. The cells are living. Second one is the elongated. Elongated means it's a long like structure, and thickened at the corners. Thickened at the corners. The cells of the parenchyma tissues, one is the living, it's elongated and thickened at the corners because of the some material is deposited on the corners of the each cell. And it is also called it's a living mechanical tissue. It supports the parenchyma tissues. This is the transfer section, and this is the longitudinal section. It completes the parenchyma. The next one, the last of the simple permanent tissue is the sclerenchyma. Next, the simple permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma. It is called as a dead mechanical tissue. Dead mechanical tissue. Okay, it is also it's a polygonal shape. Here, a pit is present. a dead mechanical tissue. Why it is called a dead mechanical tissue? Because of the cells are dead. Parenchyma is a living mechanical tissue because of the cells are living in the sclerenchyma tissue. But here in the sclerenchyma, it's a dead in nature. So it is called as a dead mechanical tissue. And also it is also provides the mechanical support. So it is called as a dead mechanical tissue. Mechanical means it provides the strength and support. Strength and support to the plant parts of or various parts of the plant. Okay, this is a pit. A simple pit pair. Pit pair. Pit means it's a small hole. Having a small base. This is a narrow domain. This is a narrow domain. This is a thicker cell wall. Thicker cell wall. The last, a simple permanent tissue is the sclerenchyma. The sclerenchyma is also called as a dead mechanical tissue. Why it is called the dead mechanical tissue? The sclerenchymatous tissue. In this tissue, the cells are dead in nature, so it is called as a dead mechanical tissue. So it is provides a supports to the plant body. Sclerenchyma tissue is a tissue which makes the plants hard and stiff. This is sclerenchyma tissue. It is one type of tissue. It makes the plant becomes the hard and the stiff because of the cells are dead. We saw a husk of coconut. This is the coconut. This coconut having a husk or the outer covering. This outer covering is made up of the sclerenchymatous tissue. The husk of coconut is made up of the sclerenchymatous tissue. And it's a dead mechanical tissue. The cells of sclerenchyma are the dead. And the sclerenchymatous tissue, it is present in the below the epidermis. The stalk of a leaves below the epidermis. Yesterday we saw this is yesterday we saw the section of the stem in the activity. The outermost covering is called the epidermis. This is the epidermis. Sorry, we are on. It is present in the sclerenchyma. It is present in the stems and the vascular bundles, around the vascular bundles and the veins of leaves and the hard covering of the seeds and the nuts. The sclerenchyma, it is present in the stem. First one, it is present in the stem and it is present around the vascular bundle. Around the vascular bundle. Vascular bundle. Okay, we don't know the structure of vascular bundle. The phloem is a bundle-like structure. Here, the upper side it is called as the cells. This is called as the phloem. The middle, this is like a one strip-like structure. This is called as the cambium. This is the phloem, and this is called as the xylem. This region is called as the xylem. It is called the vascular bundle. This is the vascular bundle. The phloem, xylem is separated by the one strip-like structure. It is called the cambium. All together it is called the vascular bundle. Around the vascular bundle, the sclerenchyma is present. In the stem, the sclerenchyma is present, and also it is present in the veins of leaves. In the leaves veins. Okay, this is the leaves. It having a midrib and it is a veins. In the veins, the sclerenchyma cells is present, and also it is present in the outer covering of the seeds and nuts. For example, peanut. The peanut, the outer covering is made up of the sclerenchymatous tissue. In the epidermis, below the epidermis, the collenchyma is present, not a sclerenchyma. Below the epidermis, the collenchyma is present, the sclerenchyma is present in the stem, around the vascular bundles, in the leaves of, in the veins of leaves, as well as the hard covering of the seeds and the nuts. And the shape of the sclerenchyma, it's a long and narrow. At the corners, it's the thickened wall because of the deposition of the lignin. The cell wall are the very thickened. It's very thickened. Why? Because of the deposition of the lignin. What do you mean by the lignin? Lignin is a chemical substance. It is act as a cement and hardens them. The lignin is deposited at the walls of the sclerenchyma cells. So it becomes the hardened. Why it's hardened? Because of the deposition of the lignin material. What do you mean by the lignin? Lignin is a chemical substance. It is act as a cement and hardens them. Hardens the seed pod as well as the plant parts. Some parts becomes the hard because of the deposition of the lignin. And often the so thickened occurs in the cells, there is no the intercellular spaces. The intercellular spaces is absent in the sclerenchyma cells. In the parenchyma and chloronchyma, in the parenchyma, intercellular spaces is present. In the collenchyma, very little intercellular is present. And in the sclerenchyma, there is no intercellular spaces because of the cell wall is thicker due to the deposition of the lignin material. Lignin material, it is a chemical substance which is act as a cement and hardens them. So the plant body, where the plant body is hardened because of the presence of the sclerenchyma. It's a dead mechanical tissue. The cells of the sclerenchyma are dead in nature. The parenchyma and chloronchyma, it's a living, but in the sclerenchyma, it's a dead mechanical it having a narrow, a long like a structure. It provides the outer covering. It is act as a mechanical supports to the various parts of the plant. It's about the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is a dead mechanical tissue. Why it is called a dead mechanical tissue? The tissues of sclerenchyma, so the cells of sclerenchyma is a dead in nature, so it is called a dead mechanical tissue. Okay, where it is present? It is present in the stem, around the vascular bundles, next in the veins of leaves, the hard covering of the seeds and the nuts. For example, peanuts, the outer covering is made up of the sclerenchyma tissue, and also the husk of a coconut is made up of the sclerenchymatous tissue. This is about the sclerenchyma. A simple pulpy tissue, there are three types. One is the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Okay, this is, I give the example of the dead mechanical tissue. It's a sclerenchyma. What is the function of sclerenchyma? It provides the mechanical support to the parts of the plant. Okay, this is about the sclerenchyma. Now I stop the lecturing. The remaining parts will continue in the next class.